Bit of a sharp corner, a bit of a dip. Look at that. Oh, it's like the circuit of the Americas. So good morning everyone. Another Sunday ride series. We're just heading out. Just been cut up by that white Mercedes on the right with what looks like red ribbon all over it. Obviously on his way to a wedding, and he just pulled out of a garage straight in front of me. So I gave him a bit of a horn and a bit of a wave of the finger, the nice finger. He didn't even apologise. So another glorious day out on the MT10 SP, and today's Sunday ride we're going to head up to a road which I don't go up very often, and I should do because it's an absolute belter. So we're going to go up through Bentham, head out towards Skipton, but we're going to fall short of Skipton. We're going to head left at Settle. We're going to head up on the Settle to the top of the Hawes Road. I'm not sure what number the road is, but I'll put that up when I get there. And it's that good of a road that I might even consider coming back down it and back up it again before I get a nice cup of hot coffee and a bacon butty for breakfast at the van, which always parks up near the Rubblehead Viaduct. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're at 18 degrees, and on the west coast here in Lancashire it reached about 21 yesterday. I was going to put out a video yesterday calling it the Saturday shopping series, and actually I wasn't going to buy bike parts. I was just going down to Barton Grange Garden Centre to the local butcher there that makes the most amazing skewer kebabs to throw on the barbie. So when I get home today, that's the plan with the family, to get the barbie cracked up. Yeah, so if any of you are from Lancashire, head down to Barton Grange Garden Centre. Not just a garden centre, they've got a shop, it's got a butcher's inside, local fruit and veg and local produce. Brilliant place. And also they've just opened up a new bowling alley, fish and chip restaurant, and a bar area. And also I think it's the only curling ice ring for hundreds of miles. So yeah, good place. Excuse me, good place to go. So we're just heading through Caton now, and we're going to head out towards Hornby before going up towards Bentham. Plenty of bikes out, and in fact the video on the Saturday shopping series didn't get uploaded yesterday because I actually deleted all the footage. Silly fool. So that didn't go up, and anyway, it was only a run out to get some meat for the barbecue, as I say. But I will be putting a Saturday shopping series out in May. There will be 3 in total, 3 videos, and I'll be purchasing some new goodies. Not going to say what yet, but some of it will be wear, as in what I'm wearing, whether it be helmet, gloves, jacket, pants, boots, and the other part will be for the bike. So stay tuned for that, and that will be coming up in the first Saturday in May. So there's a few bikes at the lay-by here, just on the Caton Road. Regular hangout there, people stopping off, having a pee and getting a brew. I think there's a brew or a burger van there. So we'll just turn right off the Caton Road and heading towards Bentham. Absolute superb day. How long will it last? I have no idea. Probably turn back to winter next week. Police are out in force, a few camera vans around, but we're just having a nice leisurely ride out today. Slowly getting a little bit quicker as we get on to the Settle Road. So I had a couple of comments on my my channel Three to be precise, so three separate people. Just saying about music on the channel, specifically on a video I posted yesterday, which was non-bike related really, and that was a trip out to Flamborough Head with the family, just a day trip, and I managed to get some really nice drone footage of the cliffs at Flamborough Head. Just to clarify, not everybody owns a drone or knows about drones and how they work. So your drone doesn't have a microphone, so there's no sound coming out of the SD card or the video from a drone. And understandably, if there was a microphone on the drone, all you would hear was, or would be, the propellers. So that's why whenever you see any drone footage, people tend to put music to it. Would that music be to your taste? Well, you know, I have over 900 subscribers now, and the music that I put to the drone footage is not going to be to anyone's or everyone's taste. So you're always going to get somebody disagreeing or not happy with the music. So can't help that, I'm afraid. But it was stunning footage of Flamborough Head and the cliffs and the sea around there. So if you haven't checked out that video, I'll put a link to it just at the top of the screen here, and you can either click on it now or have a look back in my back catalogue. It was only on Friday when I uploaded it, so the last video basically. So have a look at that. Stunning footage, and I'll continue to keep putting the odd bit of drone footage in my motorcycle videos. I think it just adds a bit of flavour, it just brightens things up, shows you the actual overview of the landscape. So and there will be music with it, and it will be what I decide to put with it. So sorry if I can't please everyone. Yeah, great day. Let's get off that subject now and onto the Sunday Ride series. Bit of clay pigeon shooting going on there in that field. So this is Wennington. There's a couple of nice pubs up this road if you're ever up this way. So you got Wennington train station on the right hand side just there, and you got the river going underneath. Nice little cottages, and the pub's in the next village. So I'm going to start putting the other microphone that I have, which is called a H2, and I'm going to start putting it in the back of the bike so that you can actually hear the noise of the bike, because you don't actually pick it up through the microphone in my helmet too much. So we'll be adding that into future vids from May. And I think the actual microphone, I'll show you it when I get round to videoing it. It's called a Handy H2, and it's a surround sound mic. They're about £130 you can pick them up for. Yeah, I think RJ, on RJ's channel, he uses one to pick up the Nuda and his other bikes, his various bikes that he has. Great bit of kit. So we'll be adding some proper MT10 sound. Thank you. Into the mix. So really nice road, second, third gear, twisty. Not many cars, a few cyclists. But it was nice actually yesterday getting home and just feeling the heat in the tyre. Whereas gosh. I hope that's not your dog, mate. So I hope you caught that on camera. Stray dog running up the road. So not only have you got to dodge buses, tractors, sheep on roads and cattle and things around these parts, but the odd stray dog running around. It's a good job he didn't step out in front of me, otherwise that would have been it. Wipe out. And I would have tried my hardest not to drop the bike. So a nice little pub here, just over the bridge, Punch Bowl. The other thing you've got to watch out for around here, and quite a few people get hit by them, is pheasants and pigeons and things flying across the road. So we've had it all today. We've had a white Mercedes pull out of the garage right in front of me, and also a dog trying to commit suicide. And I think when I look back through the video, the actual dog was on a path for me, and he actually ducked himself in towards the edge of the road, which is good, because had he gone the other way, it would have been catastrophic probably. So what else happened yesterday? I was a bit disgruntled last night, and reason for that, and I will bring it up, is on Facebook you get Facebook groups, and I'm a member of a few regarding MT10, MT10SP, and various other ones which are pretty much national, nothing to do with MT10s, but bike related. Now a while back I was actually kicked off a Facebook group for posting videos from my channel. I could never understand it, because I wasn't trying to sell anything on my channel or anything like that. But basically they kicked me off and blocked me. Now this wasn't what happened yesterday. This was a generic motorcycle Facebook group which is tied into a magazine. Yeah, they kicked me off for posting videos. Now maybe it's because I had a link asking people to view my videos, and be nice if you could subscribe, thanks very much, which I don't think is offensive by any means, or naughty to do. Like I say, I'm not trying to sell hoodies or any motorcycle gear or anything competing with what they were doing. And I did question it with the admin people, and they said, oh yeah, we don't want you posting videos or trying to coax people away from our Facebook group. I was like, right, okay, fine, fair enough. Anyway, they let me back on. But yeah, what happened yesterday was actually a mistake. Now it was from an MT10 group. I'm not going to name any names. By accidentally, one of the admin guys actually tried to delete a load of spam that he was getting on the site, and I don't know whether it was the Facebook algorithm actually picked my videos and marked them as spam, so I got kicked off and blocked. I did question it via Messenger with two of the admin guys, and basically they said, sorry Nick, we'll investigate it, don't understand why this has happened. Because I don't see any difference between me posting a video of an MT10 on an MT10 group, promoting the bike and riding and all things motorcycles, from reviews and you know, gear and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't see why I'd been kicked off, and I thought, well, I'm not swearing, I never abuse anybody on site, call anybody names or disagree with anybody really, because I don't want to get into that whole fight of, you know, people disagreeing and getting into an argument on Facebook, and it's all, you know, it gets out of hand, and I don't like that. So anyway, so I contacted the admin guys, they looked into it. One of the admin guys was actually admin guy on two sites, and I'd only been blocked on the one and not the other, and they were both MT10 related. So I didn't get it, I didn't understand it. but I was pretty peeved off nonetheless. Anyway, I got an apology back, and as of this morning I'm back on those two sites, one that I'd got blocked from and one that I'd taken myself off from. And so thanks to admin for doing that, really appreciate it. Promise not to put anything offensive or anything that doesn't agree to the rules on your Facebook group, because it is your Facebook group and nobody else's. We're only members. So yeah, big thanks for bringing me back on. I hope I don't offend anyone by putting my videos from my YouTube channel on that site, because I think it's nice to watch. I don't see any difference between putting a picture of your bike or a link to a nice video of stunning scenery like this and an MT10 or an MT10 SP. Same bike, different components, no different. We're all bikers, all is good now. But what I do want to do is I want to turn this round to a positive a little bit, and I want to thank those admin guys for putting the mistake right and apologising, so thank you for that. But also, any of you out there that have an MT10 or an MT10 SP or any other Yamaha MT range, or would it be Kawasaki range or Suzuki, there are groups on Facebook, some of them better than others, and what I mean by that is better content than others, and just nicer groups. So yeah, if you do own one of these bikes and you want to get involved, I find it really helpful. If I've got a question about the bike, whether there's something not right on the bike or something I want to do, whether it be a modification or anything like that, then I find these groups are the best ones to go on, specific to your bike, because then whatever question you're asking, somebody has the answer and can offer help. And I do find them really helpful. You get a lot of nice banter on there, you know, jokes and all that kind of stuff, which is really good. And basically I only have my Facebook site open for two reasons. One is all bike related, which I'm passionate about, so I want to keep up with the latest news, so it's kind of a news feed. And second, I post stuff on there for family that I have that don't live in this country, and so I can show them pictures of what we're doing and things we're up to and stuff like that. So that's the only thing that I basically have Facebook for. I see a lot of people moaning about social media, like I mentioned before, with people getting into arguments and people having views that others don't agree in. So I don't post anything that's offensive or anything political on any of the sites, because it just starts a whole argument, because everybody has different views. But the main thing about these groups and communities is that we're all bikers and we all share the same passion. So the majority, 90% of the time, is all good. The 10% of the time is when you get people getting into arguments about stupid political silly stuff, really, and it's not worth getting yourself all het up over over anything that gets posted. Yeah, so where are we now? I'll stop rambling, and we're just coming up to the A65, I think it is. Yep, left for Kendal or right for Settle and Skipton. So we're going to head right towards Settle, and then when we get into Settle, we're going to head up over those mountains in the distance and up towards the viaduct on the top of the mountain. So that was quite a long ramble, wasn't it, on about Facebook? Do apologise, but I needed to get it out there. Sometimes you need to just get off your chest, so to speak. So A65, fast route from Kendal through to Skipton and Yorkshire. So we'll head down here a few miles before we turn off. I'm getting some bug splats on my visor, so I'm not sure if the camera's getting any. So I'll give it a wipe in a minute. That's the only thing that I don't like in summer, is the bugs on the camera spoiling your view. So I think in May also I'm gonna do a couple of videos actually going over towards the east coast, so East Yorkshire. In the video previous to this, where I took the family over to Flamborough Head, I've been seeing on the groups and things, there's a place called Seaways Cafe over there, and I actually found it, drove past it while I was over that way with the family on Friday. If you live over that way, great, you've got brilliant roads. So I'm going to take the tent one night and get a couple of days riding in over there. Looked a fabulous place to go and take a trip. So that'll be coming up one weekend in May. Nice to see people camping over there. Got the old tents out. So this is the Skipton Road, and just keep on here until you see a Settle sign to Settle Village on the left further up here, and then turn left. Okay, so here we go. We're going to turn off the A65 towards Settle on the 6480, and you'll see also a sign saying Giggleswick. So I've got a few guys warning me on bikes coming the other way that there's a speed camera van somewhere. Not sure where he could be along this road, but probably before you get into Settle Village, where the speed limit changes, I would imagine. Absolute lovely area, beautiful roads. Makes it all nicer, doesn't it, when there's sunshine around. Okay, so we're going to a 30 here, so will there be a speed camera van up here? So this is Giggleswick, and that's the Heart's Head Hotel. And we're going to actually, so this is Settle. And there's a road turning just over the bridge which heads left, and that takes you to Horton in Ribblesdale, the 6479, just here. Just up there through the archways is a garage, so if you need fuel you can use that and fill up. Yeah, but this road is an absolute diamond, absolute diamond, once we get clear of the housing areas. Very twisty, surface of the road's brilliant. Past the Watershed Mill, visitors and coffee shop there. Still in the 30 limit. I'll just take it easy for a little bit. Still in the 30, under the bridge. And then comes into a 40 limit. Oh, it's just so nice. Yesterday, when I went out and deleted all the video footage, I was actually in my one-piece RST leathers, which I'll put a picture up just here. And those leathers, although they're brilliant and really protective and things, and I looked at them this morning and I thought, no, I was a bit hot yesterday in them, so I'm back in my textile stuff with the liners pulled out today, just to get a bit of air through. Like I say, absolute cracking road. Nice, fast and sweeping bends. Lovely. Just what the doctor ordered for a Sunday ride series. through Stainforth. Didn't see any 30-mile-an-hour signs, so this must be still national speed limit. Get past this van in front of us. Big straight coming up. All clear. As he decides to drift over towards the middle of the road. I sometimes wonder, do people do that on purpose? Or are they just, oh, there's a straight, I can look at my phone, or is it just Sunday drivers? I like the ice sign just there. Yeah, we do get a bit of ice. But that's winter, and this is not winter. This is nice, dry roads, summer. Huge curves. Oh yeah, cracking day. Love it. Look at these roads. Beautiful. Hard on the brakes. Second gear. First gear. Lovely. Like I say, this is a road you can come up and down all day. Just beautiful. Glorious. Another biker. Always a good sign when they don't wave and tell you there's a speed camera. So whatever you're doing, if you're on a motorcycle, get out there, get exploring. Go on roads you've never been on before. You might be surprised. Some crackers out there. Horton in Ribblesdale. Nice little village. Golden Lion Hotel there. Good for a pint. But all day parking, £2. That's a bit steep for a pub. There's obviously an event on here. Bit of a campsite going on there. Plenty of walkers. Another little pub. No, it's not. It's an art and crafts shop. Little tea room. Another cafe. Lots of places to fill up on. Get your food and drink. Lovely little humpback bridge here, some toilets there. All the facilities you'll ever need. Nice little pub. More bikes. Hey guys.
You turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes, and everything could be. We just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, we'll see where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. Silent boy, the wind is calling. You must return to the wild. Silent boy, the wind is calling. You must return to the wild. Follow me down, there's no one around. Lay back and take your socks and shoes right off. That natural light is so damn polite, can make you feel just like you were young again. Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life of running wild.
And then we're going to head over the Humpback Bridge, follow the road round. Another car park here, a field, £3 all day. And the B6255 towards Hawes. This will take you up onto the tops to the viaduct that I mentioned. Few bikers here, look. Bit of a tea rooms. And then she opens up again. Lovely road. I'll shut up and let you enjoy it. Look at that. What a cracking route. Oops, I said I'd shut up, didn't I? Bit of a sharp corner, a bit of a dip. Look at that. Oh, it's like the circuit of the Americas. Big slow signs. Tight bend ahead. Whee! Oh, that's a dip. Bit of shit on the road. If you're coming the other way, out of that field there. Now, if that's not one of the best roads ever, I don't know what is, especially around these parts. Slow through Sellside and then back out the other side. hard on the gas again. What a road, look at it. Be careful of the humps, you will take off. Woo! Oh, lovely road. Lovely road, lovely scenery. Look at this. I'm putting that as my top new favourite road. Be careful as you come to the end of it though, because lots of walkers that head out from the viaduct. And then a cattle grid at the end of it. And there she is, folks, the Ribbleshead Viaduct. In all her glory. So that's the Settle to Carlisle Railway. May have mentioned that before. You've got a tea and ice cream van there. Let's grab a brew. Okay, so I had a really nice cup of coffee. The bacon bun wasn't that nice and very tight, very stingy. Only 2 rashers of bacon, but very fatty and undercooked, so not the best stop really for a bacon bun, but anyway, filled a little hole, little gap. And now we're coming back down the road that we came up, because it is such a cracker. If I wasn't stuck behind a Ford Fiesta, but we'll be past him in a minute. Hopefully. Few holes in the walls there where people have gone straight on. And back down to Horton in Ribblesdale. Don't forget, tea room on the left, coming down. And slow down because we're still in a 30. But just a fantastic day out, really is. Only a short one this morning. A couple hours actual riding time, really, on the bike. Slightly less, really, if you don't hang about. But it's definitely an area that I'll want to explore more in the future. There was on the road back there another turning that I think takes you over towards Hawes. I've never done that route. Definitely plan to do it. And I think definitely I'm going to take my screen off to stop the buffeting on the helmet, so I do get a bit of turbulence off the top of the screen. And at speed, as in before, you probably heard, you can hear the wind noise through the microphone. Whereas if I take the screen off, it's clean air, you won't really hear the wind. It's just turbulence, mainly. The only downside with taking the screen off is that you probably won't pick it up on the camera, but I am catching a lot of flies on the screen. And if I take the screen off, then the whole front, or the top half of my jacket, gets peppered with dead flies. And then I have to wash the jacket more to keep getting the flies off, which is another reason why I leave the screen on, especially in summer, because you don't get covered in flies. So what do? Do I take it off? Everybody who owns an MT10 says, oh, get that screen off. Yes, the bike does look better without the screen, but the screen does serve a purpose. I'm 6'2" tall, and it does help throw the air over me a little bit. So you probably hear the wind or the turbulent air now, but when I duck down behind the screen you don't hear any. So another reason why I'm going to use my other microphone, which is the H2N Handycam, I think it's called Handy H2N. Anyway, it's a stereo microphone, and if I put that in the back of my jacket, I have a little pocket behind me, and that will pick up the bike sound only and not the wind noise. So for future videos starting in May, you'll hear the raw engine noise of the MT10 and you won't hear wind noise. So when I'm not talking and blurbing on, you'll just hear the noise of the bike, which will be better. So stick with me, trying to improve the channel and the dynamics of the camera and also the audio. My audio in the helmet is not too bad. I think that's quite good, the setup I use. And the audio coming to yourselves is via a 3.5mm jack plug, which I've got piped into the back of my Drift Ghost S camera. Nice Mercedes. So just up here on the left, so we've turned right again and we're heading now back towards Kendal Way. You've got a cheese shop, cafe, cheese making experience, so they do make cheese there, must be a farm. And the A65 is a really nice road that we're on now, except for the traffic. So early hours in the morning and mid-evening, while it's still light, it's better to travel this road. There's less vehicles around. But I'm sure there's more roads to explore, because if you look over the moors there, it's just rolling hills, and any road going over those has got to be a good road, yeah? So we're just going left on the B6480 back through Bentham. God, the sheer power of this bike is unbelievable. Just smiles all day long. Just wants to rear its head at every single moment you open that throttle or just crest off a rise, you know, little hump. Well, that front end just wants to lift. If you're in second gear and you're coming out of a corner, and once you get to about 6,000 RPM, the front just wants to come up. Absolutely awesome bike. MT10 or MT10 SP, the most fun bike. Hear it here first. Not first maybe, but the most fun bike on the road today. You can keep your Super Dukes and all of that kind of stuff. I've ridden one. This bike is more fun than any of those put together. So I hope you liked the video today. Sunday ride series, and basically we went from Caton up the Bentham Road over towards Settle, and then up from Settle to the Ribble's Head Viaduct, and back down again, and exactly the same route home. And it's been an absolute blast. Really enjoyed it. All that there is to do now is to say bon voyage, and if you like the video, please subscribe and hit the like button, and if you want to be notified by new videos coming up weekly, then hit the bell button and you'll get a notification next time we upload. So thanks for watching, and catch you on another episode. So if you like the videos, please subscribe and hit the bell button for regular reminders of new videos coming up.